Alveoli are structures which are part of the respiratory system. They are small sac-like structures present in the lungs in which the important process of gaseous exchange takes place. The exchange of gases takes place between the lungs and the bloodstream. When we breathe in or inhale air, whether that's through the oral cavity or the nasal cavity, gases, including oxygen, travel into the lungs via the pharynx, which is part of the throat, into the larynx, known as the voice box, followed by the trachea, known as the windpipe. The gases then travel through large tubes known as bronchi before travelling through smaller tubes known as bronchioles before reaching alveoli. When molecules of oxygen enter an alveolus, they temporarily occupy a space known as a lumen, which is the space at the centre of each alveolus. The wall of each alveolus, known as the alveolar epithelium, is covered by a thin layer of moisture. Inhaled molecules of oxygen dissolve in this layer of moisture before diffusing across the alveolar epithelium into blood vessels known as pulmonary capillaries. This is aided by a membrane within each pulmonary capillary known as the capillary endothelium. Pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood, which has a low concentration of oxygen, from the heart to the lungs. During gaseous exchange, oxygen diffuses from a region of high concentration in the lungs into a region of low concentration in the bloodstream. This is known as going along the concentration gradient. When the oxygen diffuses into the bloodstream, it binds to the protein hemoglobin, which is present in red blood cells. The pulmonary capillaries carry the now oxygenated blood into pulmonary veins, which carry the blood to the heart, which then pumps it to the rest of the body. However, the gas carbon dioxide that is present in high concentration in deoxygenated blood, which is due to the gas being a byproduct of respiration in cells, diffuses from the bloodstream in the pulmonary capillaries through the walls of alveoli to a region of low concentration in the lungs to then be exhaled via the same pathway that the inhaled air entered. The concentration gradients for oxygen and carbon dioxide are maintained by the processes of breathing, inhalation and exhalation, and the circulation of blood, which is possible due to the good blood supply provided by the network of pulmonary capillaries that surround each alveolus. The alveolar epithelium is very thin, only 1 cell thick. This means the diffusion pathway is very short, which allows for an efficient gaseous exchange process. The shape of each alveolus and the high quantity of them present in each lung also allows for an efficient gas exchange due to a large surface area.